Hey guys, it's Connie and I have the newly refreshed 2023 Range Rover Sport today, and this gorgeous satin finish is a $9,400 paint option. I love it. The black package is also an option. We have a black grille, black badging, black roof, and I feel like over the outgoing Range Rover Sport, it's just more sleek. It's a little more minimalist. It's very smooth with rounded edges, and it's clean and modern, and it looks just as sporty and exciting and fresh and expensive as the old Range Rover Sport. I've really enjoyed the drive this week. We have, of course, LEDs and a beautiful, beautiful Eiger gray or Eiger gray. I'm not sure. You can see the sensors on the front here on the front grille. We do have the optional fog lights as well. And then we have headlamp washers too. And really, I mean, all around gorgeous, of course, super luxury, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful design. And truthfully, I had the full-size Range Rover a couple months ago, I want to say, and it actually feels almost just as big. So if you're worried about the regular Range Rover feeling too big over the Sport, I feel like they feel the same. They're both big. They're big SUVs. We have gorgeous red Brembo brakes on both the front and the back. This has air suspension, it has access mode, it has these funky door handles that pop out. I will say I wish they popped out automatically when I walked towards the car. I was in a Range Rover First Edition in LA not too long ago, and they popped out automatically for me when I walked towards the car with the key, and these do not. And I've looked through all the settings to see if I can turn that on, and I have not been able to find it. So I just don't think it's part of this Range Rover Sport. We have a huge spoiler up here with a brake light, which I think looks really clean and beautiful. And then we have a hidden rear windshield wiper underneath there, which I love because you can't see it, but you need that. The black Range Rover badging just looks so clean. The whole back end looks clean. It just sleek, modern, minimalist. As I've already said, I love the way they've spaced that badging across all the way across the back. Power liftgate, of course, and this does have more cargo space than the full-size Range Rover. And then we have a privacy shade. We have a full-size spare tire, and just a lot of space. I mean, it's a Range Rover, and this is cool. You can actually, oh, I'm folding the seats down. Okay, I didn't mean to, but anyway, they're power fold rear seats. I just did that, and then we can also lower the suspension from back here so that if you're loading or unloading cargo, it's easy access. We have a ton of room back here and a ton of luxury. I mean, just look at this. We have a huge panoramic sunroof, these very, very fancy leather grab handles, and then touch lights. And it's 4-zone climate control. So we have vents and we have this little hook. Not sure what that is, but power seats that recline a little bit. And of course, power windows. And then our center console has some cool pop-out cup holders and a nice little storage cubby. As you can see, I have tons of legroom. I am 5'1", and this is in my driving position, so that is something to think about. 4-zone climate control, and we have a household plug down here, 2 USB-C chargers, and a 12-volt as well. And I have to say, I mean, just these seats are so comfortable, and I have so much room back here. It is what you would expect in a Range Rover Sport. Okay, we have a giant touchscreen and the same system as the new Range Rover. The wireless Apple CarPlay has been connecting seamlessly and quickly with my phone every time I get in, so I love that. This is a haptic or a touchscreen. I turned off the haptic. I dislike haptic on a touchscreen feedback. I just don't like it. This is haptic here, and these are really cool. The climate buttons, they push to go to your ventilated or heated seats, and then if you ignore it, it'll go back to climate, or you can just pull it up and it'll go back to climate. And then we have 4-zone climate control, as I mentioned, and then of course these buttons here are haptic. Our drive modes are in here, but if you press it down, it just stays in automatic. But pushed up, we have eco, well, we have dynamic, eco, comfort, and then we have the off-road: grass, gravel, snow, mud ruts, sand, and wading. And this does have, it lifts the suspension. It's doing it right now because I put it in off-road modes, but it'll also, it has all your settings in here, but it has, sorry, I've forgotten where. You can also automatically adjust your ride height in here. Right now it went into off-road mode, and then there's normal and access mode. And what's cool about access mode is you can actually, there's a button on the driver's side door that you can press to you can even press the access height from your door, so you can lower the car when you're getting out. We have a ton of off-road tools in here because of course this is fully off-road capable. I am looking for the wade sensing screen because I thought it was really cool. I don't think it's in here. Here we go. Okay. So this car can, of course, water ford, and it can sense how much water is in front of you, how deep the water is in front of you as well, which is wild. And then I want to show you the camera as well, because the camera will show you what's underneath the car. The button's right there, I believe. Yes, the camera can even show you what's underneath the car. So right now we're in off-road mode and it knows that. And this will show us what is underneath the car as we're driving. And see, it says drive forward to view underneath the hood. Okay, I guess there's nothing to see. Oh, there we go. It's just showing that there's road underneath us. But how cool is that? If you were off-road and you were on the rocks, that is wild to me. And then I want to show you the 3D camera while we're in here. This is crazy. I mean, it goes all the way around the car. And that's not the color of the car, but it does see the other cars around you. I tried this on the street the other day while I was parked on the street, and it showed the car in front of me and behind me perfectly, including license plate, color, everything was totally accurate. I think that's crazy. This is the same infotainment or multimedia system that is in the new Range Rover, and I like it. I got used to it when I was in the Rover a few weeks ago. This is cool. There is a wireless charging pad right here, and I haven't used it, but it does have rubbery grip on it, so you hopefully keep your phone in place. But there is also a little floating console underneath here, and I'll show you when from the side in a minute. But there is a USB-C charger there, and so I charge my phone and stick it in there, and then I'm not distracted by my phone while I'm driving. Then we have a couple compartments. So we have cup holders, and then a private, or not private, a little secret compartment in here with a USB and a USB-C. And then this closes completely for a nice clean look. Inside here is a cooler, and I believe that is an option, but there is a cooler inside here, which is really cool. Let's talk about this dash for a sec. It is just leather, leather, leather everywhere, right? Like leather right behind me, leather all over the steering wheel, leather on top of the screen. It's everywhere, and it's gorgeous. I think it's beautiful. Of course, we have some more glass black here, but this is our adaptive cruise control settings, and then you can customize the screen here as well. I've changed it around a couple of times this week. You can customize this how you like it, and it's very nice and clear. And then you probably can't see it on camera, but I have a very nice, clear, big head-up display as well. And then talk about cool, unique storage. We have 2 glove boxes in here, and I love how this one's kind of hidden and sort of kind of like a hidden secret little glove box. And I just noticed there is another charging port in the glove box as well. Okay, you're gonna have to ignore the chime, but I wanted to show you this little spot. I have my glasses in there too, but I had been keeping my phone in there, and it's the perfect spot because it's out of sight, out of mind, and it's charging And then I want to talk about this door for a sec. Of course, we have power controls and memory seating, and I want to show you this. So the door handle is kind of like, it's kind of really out of the way. It's very sleek, out of the way, and I like that. And then on this little haptic panel here, you can click this to go to ride access height, of course window lock, and then adjusting your side view mirrors. Oh, and I should mention, Meridian 3D sound is amazing. Okay, there is a less powerful one than this and a more powerful one than this. This one is the P400 3-liter inline 6-cylinder, getting 395 horsepower and 406 pound-feet of torque. It's an 8-speed automatic and a rear biased all-wheel drive. Plus it can tow up to 7,700 pounds. So everything you could possibly need, and the drive is comfortable, air suspension, the seats are so comfortable and so adjustable. They're fully powered. You can power them on the door, and as soon as you touch those the seat adjustment buttons, it also pops up on this touch screen, so you can adjust it with the touch screen or with the door, and then of course it has memory seating. So really great to drive. As you can hear, it's powerful. I think it has some fake exhaust note pumped in, but regardless, powerful, nice to drive. It doesn't feel like a performance SUV. It feels like a luxury SUV with a sufficient amount of power. All right, what do you guys think? This is the ultimate in luxury, European. It's very statusy and it's gorgeous. It's comfortable. I haven't talked about these seats, but they're so comfortable and big and cushy and soft and leathery and ventilated and everything you could possibly want. This 2023 Range Rover Sport will set you back starting at around 107,000 Canadian dollars or around 83,000 US dollars. This one has a few major options like the $9,400 paint color, which I could not find on the US website, by the way. This is a Satin Eiger gray, and I might be pronouncing that wrong. Maybe it's Eiger gray. This one would be about 133,666 Canadian dollars and just under 102,000 US dollars. So luxury price, you're paying for this luxury. It is beautiful, status symbol, and it's really comfortable to drive. What do you think? Leave me a question or a comment, and don't forget to subscribe.